That's
Feminists probably have no idea how some of us in the rest of the world look at the craziness going on in the West. And I'm sure they don't care. But I'd really like to know, is it boredom, entitlement, or just plain insanity that's causing you to wage war on half of your population? And then crying about, where have all the good men gone? Well, I tell you where they've gone and where they're going: to Asia and other friendly places around the world. Places that know a decent man when they see one. Places that you blue hairs wouldn't last a day in because we don't cater to your every whim and fancy. And I can promise you, we Asian women are happy to have your men and offer them everything they've been looking for. But it's interesting that your reaction is to attack the men who were leaving and tell them that they're losers who aren't good enough to get a woman in the West. Yep, once again, it's the man's fault. And you attack us Asian women too. You call us poor, uneducated, submissive, desperate women who are happy with your table scraps and rejects. But if you truly believe we were getting your leftovers, the men you don't want anyway, then why do you sound so angry and defensive about it and try to shame men for finding happiness here? Wouldn't you be thanking us for taking out your trash? And as for us Filipino women being uneducated, we have the same percentage of college graduates that you do, and what you call submissive is what we call being agreeable. Do I look uneducated, submissive, and desperate to you? Well, guess what? There are millions more like me over here, just waiting to have a shot at making your men happy. You also call us gold diggers and claim that we only want green cards to escape to the
Y'all heard of Phil? Y'all heard of Filipina P?
You try. You try.
Yo, I've never seen that before. Yo, that's hilarious.
Oh, that's Filipina P, man. Men
It's
are
like
going. Men are going to Asia. Men are going to. Our used to be the hot spot. Men are going to Colombia. There's a acronym that stands for Save Yourself, Black Man. Because those women are, like she said, agreeable and willing to listen and give and all that jazz, right? So this is a real thing. The passport boys is a real, cause they seem to be sick of the B. He said, "Don't you think we get tired? Remember, B? We get tired. Remember? I sound just like the nigga. Shout out to me. You know what I mean? So, like, are Western women causing their own issues with men?
Do you really think this is a real question for us? Like this is such gaslighting. You're trying it. So first of all, I don't believe the propaganda that she is spewing in this ad for geisha girls and mail order brides.
Let
I'm
me ask
not
you a
buying.
question. Do you have a problem with the word submission?
No, I don't. Absolutely not. And I've always said this. I have no problem submitting to my man who knows how to be my man, who knows how to lead me and lead the household. And my issue that I have with this whole propaganda video that this woman did is, if y'all, and I say y'all, Western men, not just y'all here, if you all don't want a partner, then go ahead and go over there with her then. Because she's talking about, I didn't hear a partnership. I didn't hear her helping you grow. Yeah, you may have to, as I think Ham said last week, you talk too much. But what I'm saying to you, I'm feeding you. I'm giving you water. I'm giving you life with my words.
That's the
But if
problem.
you want to shut up and not speak anything,
That's the problem.
and that's why a lot of men are not evolved, because they sitting there eating junk food, and I mean junk food in their soul, with what they listen to and what they participate in and who they're with. If you want a nutritious soul food, then you need to get with one of us. I'm gonna say us, black
Wow.
men.
Okay, can I say something?
Of course
Do
you can.
you
Of
do
course
you
you can.
think that do you
All y'all
think
ain't built
that
the same.
You're
do
right.
you
You're
think
right.
that
Black girl magic. You're right. All women don't have this. We
oh
are
my
we are
god.
magical beings. Wait a minute, Bub. Okay. Bub just sat there and said it. Now it's, oh my god. When I sat there and responded to him, Go ahead, Ham. You got it.
No, I said he said everybody not the same. That's a fact. And you talking about black girl mad? That's propaganda if I ever heard it. But question: do you think we motivated by you guys?
You should be.
Why?
If you let me keep talking, I told
When
you.
I am more in competition, but go ahead.
Do you think we're motivated by you guys?
You have to want to be, and I think the desire has to be there
It's a yes
first.
or no. You think we should be?
Yes,
What do you
you
think
should
so,
be.
Mary?
Yes, we should be able
Let me
to
just go
motivate.
around and then y'all can expound. You think so, Isha? Think a man should be motivated by you? What you think,
Absolutely.
Alex?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Q.
What you broke up? It,
You think a man should be motivated by his woman?
I think motivation can lead to competition.
Okay. Adrian, you think a man should be motivated by his woman?
So you about to give me for being on the fence. So I feel like, yeah, but not by nothing she does. If
Okay,
that
Alex.
makes sense.
Okay, Alex.
No,
Hey,
I'm just saying.
Tell him yes or
Sean,
no.
It goes back
Yes
to
or
the
no.
topic. It's
yes or no,
intimidation.
man. Yo, Sean, you think a man should be motivated by his woman?
No.
Bub, you think a man should be motivated? Why? You think a man should be motivated by his woman?
No.
Yeah. So the right answer is no. The reason is a man should be motivated already. If you meet a man and you have to motivate him, he already 3 or 4 steps behind. Motivation and inspiration are two different things. You can get inspiration from your woman, but I'm already motivated. I've been getting it just like I've been getting it before I met my wife. Point blank, period. I don't need nobody to motivate me. I wake up like this, right? So I think y'all don't understand the concept well. Inspiration is one thing. I'm inspired by my children, by my wife, but no, I'm already motivated.
So
I feel like
Yeah, go ahead.
so the reason why I say like motivated, and maybe it is inspiration, but not based on what she does, right? So like just by her being, it makes me want to go harder when I'm tired and I want to
That's
make sure she's
inspiration.
good. So if that's inspiration, then I'm with you. I ain't look at the.
Let me
the
ask you a
definition
question.
of-
Would have you what made you get all those degrees and go from company to company, then start your own, then start doing the psychiatrist and all that and doing the therapy before you
Oh yeah,
met
so
her?
that's me.
I know.
Yeah, so that's all me. That's all me. But when I look at like the now piece though, like the now my push, because if I'm honest, I have gotten stagnant too. You know, once you reach a certain point, yeah, you still have goals. My
Shout
motivation
out
is
to
not
motherfucking
always
Mike Brown.
as
Shout out
What'd
to
you say, Q?
motherfucking Mike Brown.
Hey y'all, that's our first super chat ever, man.
Oh, thanks, Mike.
Word.
ECSU.
Viking pride.
ECSU. But yeah, I think like now, like it's different. You know what I'm saying? So where now it's like, okay, I got her here, this woman who just loves me unconditionally. So it's not from she has to do nothing at all besides just be. Now I'm like everything that I've been procrastinating on lately, I have to conquer it now. You know what I'm saying? I have to make sure she's good. But I don't think she feels like she has to intentionally do anything. And I think that's where women feel like they have to do something. So they're like, hey, you should be with me because I can inspire you. You should inspire us by just being. You don't have to, we don't look to y'all to motivate us, to encourage us, and baby, you can do it. And that doesn't mean nothing to us.
I think that's BS.
Yeah.
I think a man can come already motivated, but life have its ebbs and flows. So what if this man goes through a period where he's depressed? And
Thank
he
you,
hears this
Isha.
woman, she's not going to sit here and let him sit there and be depressed. She's going to motivate him to get back to where he was.
No,
Exactly.
but that does. So y'all think that's
He
effective?
gotta
That
want that
doesn't.
shit for
That doesn't
himself.
hold no
It is.
weight
Do you
with us.
want her to
Hold on,
sit
hold
there
on,
and just look
hold
at
on.
you like a lump on a
Hold on,
log?
hold
No,
on,
she's gonna
hold
push
on,
you like,
hold
baby,
on.
you can do it.
Hold on a second. Y'all fucking the quality up. All right, stop talking at the same time. Let somebody finish just for a second. So Isha finish, then Bub, you jump in, then we'll come back to Nay, then Adrian can
I think
finish what he was trying to say.
I finished. Like a man can come into a relationship motivated, but shit happens. Depression happens. Job loss happens. A woman, if she is a good woman, is going to encourage and motivate you to get a better job, to get back where you need to be. Even like you, Adrian, even with taking your exam and passing your exam, a woman can motivate you to do that, to study more.
Bub,
Yo, you gotta want that shit for yourself, man. You gotta want not to fail yourself. You gotta want more out of yourself. A woman could talk till she blue in the face to you, but if you don't want that shit yourself, ain't nothing gonna get you to the point to where you actually want to be, and that's a spade.
or
So I want to go ahead. Go ahead.
But to me, it's just like kind of what a couple of others said. It's like you can have your own self motivation for you. But like, say if you like, damn, I want to take the day off. But then you'd be like, I need a little extra money for my wife, for my kids, and my family. That's gonna motivate you to go ahead and get up that extra time. Not saying that you're a complete bum, but having a family at home is gonna always, make you want to apply more pressure. It's gonna motivate you more to be like, you know what, let me not miss no days. You get what I'm saying? So there always is that little bit of motivation, even if you already do have it for yourself. Like I understand, like if you ain't got the motivation, you just ain't gonna have it. But I'm saying when you do have that motivation, a woman can definitely motivate you a little bit more to want to do just a little bit more.
okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
It's
Nay.
my turn.
I was,
All right,
I was gonna
so
say I agree with Isha and Mary Berry, because when you have that motivation, it's like that woman is standing by you, like, no, especially if you have like a woman that's like, let's say you want her to stay at home, you don't want her to do much, just take care of the kids. She's that right there alone is gonna motivate you to say, I gotta do what I gotta do, because she's looking at you like, babe, we gotta do this together. Like she's pushing you. Even if you have it already in you, there's something in you. It's like, no, I got to do this for my family at the end of the day. So it doesn't matter. I think that the woman overall is going to motivate. You can be inspired by what she does, yeah, but there's a difference. You're motivated by her. She's encouraging you. She's pushing you to say, babe, we got to do this for the family. We got to do this for the kids. Team us. So she's pushing you to do that. And sometimes you might want to give up. You're like, I want to give up so bad, but your wife is standing there right by you, like, no, babe, you can't give up. And you're like, you know what? Because I'm looking at my baby right here. I'm looking at these kids. I'm not gonna give up because you're pushing me to do it, even though I want to give up.
So go ahead. Let me get Sean. Yo, you good, Nay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Let me get Sean real quick. Then we can go back to A and hit Alex. What's up, Sean?
I don't think your woman should be motivation for you, or that she can be. I think motivation is temporary anyway. I don't think anything that you do that motivates you, is like Isha said, is ebbs and flows with every person in their own internal battles and struggles and all that. But if motivation is what gets you out of bed in the morning, discipline should be the thing to get you out of bed, not motivation. So if you're asking if a woman can provide motivation for you, if she can spark something in you, is it a possibility? Of course. She can rub your feet the right way. You might want to get up and go walking if she rub your feet. Is that motivation to walk? Well, I mean, is it a thing? Is it a possibility? Sure. But a man should be predisposed to have a certain discipline about himself. So all the things that y'all are talking about, getting up, and if he gets in the funk and he's depressed, discipline needs to get him out of that, not motivation, because motivation is temporary. Everybody wants to get on a diet and lose 20 pounds, and they'll go to the gym that first day, they motivated, but they don't stay in the gym for that reason. It's discipline. So can a woman be your discipline? I don't think so. Can she be your motivation? Sure. She can spark something in you to get you off the couch. It happens in multiple ways. She could talk shit. She could motivate you in a negative way. Is that what we're looking for? Probably not. So I don't think men should be looking to women for motivation.
Or Alex.
I think with Sean's point, the motivation and the discipline. I think the motivation is what's going to get you disciplined, just in things in general. I think when you talked about like losing weight, it's the motivation of wanting to be healthier and to look better and to feel better that's going to get me into, or want to get me into, the place in the routine of having some type of discipline. To Bub's point, we keep saying the word should and want, right? Your wife shouldn't, you should want to get up and do this because that's what you're supposed to do, right? But that's in theory. And I keep saying like we have to be realistic, right? The reality is that there are moments, there's a lot of things that we should do, but we don't. And sometimes you do need that extra push. Sometimes you do need your significant other, your partner, whatever it is, to motivate you. And many people's motivation is, listen, you gotta, rent is due, you gotta pay this bill, you gotta pay that bill, your kids are looking at you, your woman is looking at you, whatever the case is, those are all tools to get you to go ahead. And we keep saying should, but the reality is that uh, there is a motivation that's going to go ahead and that's going to get you up to do what you need to do. Sometimes you need the extra push. Sometimes discipline isn't enough. Sometimes, and even if you do get up to go and do something, you are just going through the motion, right? But what's giving you that extra push to do your best? That's where the motivation piece comes in. And I think that's sometimes where your partner comes in. So not only are you just doing it to do it, but you're doing it and you're excelling it. You are doing your best. You are putting your best foot forward.
What do you think, Hugh?
Like I said, I think motivation leads to competition. And what I mean by that is I think when you have somebody that you're in a relationship with, if they're motivating you, 9 times, especially a woman, 9 times out of 10, she's probably naturally motivated herself. So now she's pouring into you. And in that, it could lead to, I think, the guy get into a place where he feels superior. And then in that sees her as competition because again, she's naturally motivated. So now with her pouring into him, he's feeling like, okay, the level that you're at, I'm now at that level. So I think it could lead to things that are not good.
Okay. We out.